certain tools out there that every Amazon seller knows of, such as Keepa, Inventory Lab, and Jungle Scout. In this video, I'm going to show you guys 6 Amazon tools you most likely haven't heard of and tools you probably aren't currently using. Now, all 6 of these tools I do use in my business today, and it's drastically improved the efficiency of how I'm running it. It's going to be broken into 2 separate segments. 2 of them are going to have to do with the backend part of Amazon, and then the other 4 are going to be with sourcing efficiency. Also, just want to mention that I will be dropping a completely free Discord this upcoming week, where me and my team are going to compile a leads list and post them daily. So if you guys are on the fence of starting selling on Amazon, or you don't know where to find your first product, that's going to be a great resource for you guys to utilize, whether you buy them or you just reverse source off of them. But again, that will be releasing in a couple days. If you guys are excited for that, smash the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on that announcement. Let's take a quick deep dive into the 2 backend tools that I use to help my Amazon business. Number 1 is by a company you guys probably already use or have definitely heard of in the past. It's BeCool. However, we are not talking about the repricer here. We are talking about BeCool's Big Central tool. It is $10 a month, and what it does is automate the review requests you get for your Amazon sales. Now, reviews aren't super important for your Amazon store. Some benefits to having more reviews is obviously building that trust between you and your customers, knowing that you're legit, and it does give you slightly more buy box allocation. It is probably one of the least most important parts of actually getting buy box, though. Will help your performance score, which, as we know as Amazon sellers, we want to keep up high. And like I said, we'll build that trust. For example, let's say there's a product that doesn't have a buy box. You are more likely to sell your product for slightly more than the guy under you if you have more reviews than them. Knowing that, for $10 a month, to me, it's a clear, good option to go ahead and begin building that trust score you need as an Amazon seller long term. To put things into perspective, I was receiving about 1 review for every $25,000 in sales, which is, I know if you're looking at it from the outside, is horrible. Reviews really don't come that easy. So let's go ahead and better our chances of getting the reviews. After using Big Central and having it completely automate the review requests, I've received 1 review for every $5,000 to $10,000 in sales, about 5 times more reviews than the past. So in my eyes, well worth it just to build that long-term Amazon brand that you're looking for. Now, segueing into number 2, one of my favorite tools that I've used is $15 a month. It's called Sellerboard. I'm surprised that not too many people talk about it, but essentially what Sellerboard lets you do is track the total amount of sales, your profits. It also alerts you on potential listing changes, keeps you up to date on the listings you're selling, as well as forecasting later sales during the month. This way, you're easily able to tell when to order products. You can easily track what products are actually selling that day, rather than going into your Amazon seller account trying to figure it out manually. This way, it just shows you everything there. So I check it a couple times a day, especially at nighttime, to see the total amount of sales for the day, as well as the profits, which is very important for us Amazon sellers because not a lot of people talk about it, but it's hard to actually see profits rolling in since it's such an inventory-based business, capital intense. All the money you essentially make from your business, you're usually, I'm assuming, funneling right back into more inventory. So it's, like I said, it's hard to track the actual money you're making. And sometimes, for me personally, you can get discouraged in the first month or 2 because you're not really seeing much. With Sellerboard, even though you don't see that extra money there just because you're spending it all, you can still track the exact profits. So at the end of the day, I can see exactly how much money I made off those units, and I don't have to guess whether or not this is actually working or not. The UI is super friendly. You can track sales from any given period, month, week, this specific day to this specific day. Let's say you have 4 days in a row with crazy numbers, crazy sales. You can go in there, filter those 4 days, and see exactly what products were selling how many times. And maybe you want to go deeper on those products next time because you did so well the other week. At the very minimum, gives you peace of mind that you're actually making profits, not to mention all the forecasting benefits it gives you. So again, a tool I recommend and a tool that I really don't see many people talking about. Now that we have the first 2 tools that I use in my Amazon business out of the way, we're going to move on to part 2 of the video, which is going to be the 4 tools I use to help with my sourcing efficiency. Number 3 is going to be an Amex credit card. Whether it's the Plum, Blue Card, Platinum, Gold, doesn't matter. Just having access to an Amex credit card allows you to generate 99 hard employee cards. Being able to use different cards on the same website you're checking out will help you guys avoid potential order cancels. I can't tell you how many times I've used one of my employee cards to check out on a website because it wasn't going through, and then as soon as I switched the information and used a different card, it went through perfectly fine. Being able to get around order cancels for inventory you need to order, I would say, is the most important part of actually scaling your online arbitrage business. You're not able to scale if you can only order 12 units of a certain item. You need to have access to ways to be able to buy as many as you need, and the Amex employee credit cards definitely help get you in that right direction. And number 4 is going to also kind of tie into the Amex cards. However, this is using a VPN, having a VPN, whether it be ExpressVPN, NordVPN, there's plenty of other ones too. But similar to having a credit card, sometimes for me, when I'm trying to place orders, I get to a certain point where I'm pressing submit order and it's not going through, or it gives me some sort of error. As soon as I turn the VPN on, 90% of the time, that's the issue. and the order goes right through. As I said on the last tool, being able to buy as many units of a certain item you need is crucial and key if you want to continuously grow your Amazon business. And as online arbitrage sellers, you guys know the pain trying to place multiple orders and just consistently getting canceled. It's extremely annoying. Having access to those two tools I just mentioned will help avoid 92% of potential order cancels, order processing errors. And that's why it's key to have some sort of VPN and access to employee cards so you can swindle your way through certain websites and purchase as much inventory as you need. Now we're having a reoccurring theme here because as I've been selling on Amazon for about half a year now, the number one issue I've ran into has always been order cancels. Order cancels forever remains an issue that online arbitrage sellers really need to deal with, and that is why number 3 is going to be a catch-all domain. This is going to tie into the VPN and the credit card. The point of having one is to help get around order cancels with an added benefit, which I will discuss in a second. Essentially allows you to have an unlimited amount of emails tied to that catch-all. So now when you're consistently getting order canceled or your orders not processing, you guys can use a different email with the catch-all. You guys can switch your VPN and you can use a different credit card with different information. The chances of you getting around order cancels with all 3 of these, I would say, are pretty much foolproof. Now, that's not to say you still might not run into issues, but it greatly increases your chances, and having access to these will save you a headache down the road. I'm not going to explain to you guys exactly what a catch-all is and how to create one. I will link a video in the description that helped me create my first catch-all, but just know you can generate as many emails as you want with it on the spot. And the added benefit to this is being able to generate unlimited coupon codes. Let's take Dick's for example. If you scroll down to the bottom of Dick's, you can enter an email address and they will send you a 10% off coupon. Now, rather than creating a bunch of different emails to generate all those coupons, you can consistently generate coupon codes sent to that email that all the catch-all ones are forwarded to. So again, that video will be linked down below, and that'll explain to you guys a lot more in depth, but just know it's going to help with order cancels and it's going to get you guys unlimited coupon codes. So it's a tool that is slept on, and I'd say if you're doing online arbitrage, it is required. And that's going to take us to our final tool that you most likely aren't using, and that is the Capital One shopping app. Utilizing coupon codes for online arbitrage is essential when it comes to building in the margin. If you're not using coupon codes, you're leaving money on the table every time. In my experiences from using a bunch of other providers such as Honey, Rakuten, the Capital One shopping one has been the most consistent at finding me the best coupons, is nowhere near as spammy as the rest, and not to worry, you don't need a Capital One credit card to actually have access to it. You can just go to the website and install the Chrome extension, begin using it immediately. Every single time I find a potential product, I run the scan with Capital One. It'll scan it within 5 to 10 seconds and it'll get you the best coupon code possible, so you don't have to sit there wondering if you can get a better deal anywhere else. And that is why I use the Capital One shopping Chrome extension, and why if you're not currently using it, you should definitely try it out and see how you like it. Hopefully you guys learned something new in this video and heard of a couple tools you aren't currently utilizing. I highly encourage you guys to go ahead and test them out if you're not already using them, and if you're running into any of the issues I mentioned before. I bring weekly videos just like this one, helping you guys bypass the learning curve on selling on Amazon. If you guys don't want to miss out on any other videos in the near future similar to this one, subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you're notified when the video goes live. Also, make sure you guys are on the lookout for that Discord dropping this upcoming week. It'll be linked in the next video, and if you're watching this a week later, it will be linked in here too. That's going to be a great tool for any new beginners and anyone looking for some inspiration with sourcing. But I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.